I'm finally doing it. I know, it's taken forever, and there was a lot of things going on, and maybe I'll divulge into it and in a different video one day, I don't know. But we're finally doing it, a tutorial for Helen from the Death Becomes Her musical. Yes, she is kind of taken apart because I'm doing a bunch of improvements. When I took her to Emerald City Con in March, I kind of like started doing really good with it, and then it was like, oh no, I have to leave tomorrow, so then I just threw it together. So I'm doing a bunch of improvements for a future competition. But first you want to use a corset. I did a complete custom made corset style. I will show you I'll link the video of how I patterned it out myself, because corset is a very, there's a reason why there's like certificates and courses all just on corsetry, because it's a thing of its own. The basic corset, you know, is over bust kind of thing. This one in particular, and I'll show you a little bit later why, but the corset goes a lot lower on the hip on the costume for the Death Becomes Her. I just wanted to start with the base for now and just kind of go on. It's going to be a multiple part tutorial. I will also kind of do like a this is probably the video that you actually want kind of thing on it, but I want to do like a whole tutorial just in case, you know, I never know. That is part of how the illusion of the hole and everything works. They had to shape it very specifically, and of course there's a difference between just the dress that she wears at the book party, the book release party, and of course the one with the hole in it. They are shaped very, very differently. I might do just the dress one day. I don't know. I haven't decided. The beadwork is a lot. So let's get started. I'll link it below, but I created my own corset using a tutorial, because I've never done a custom corset myself. And so I got the really cool dot paper. I like to call it dot paper, but yeah, all the details for that is in the video that I'll be leaking. And then I just moved it to mock-up fabric. And instead of like, you know, doing the whole busk or whatever, I just put on a random zipper that I have like a box of zippers laying around. And I tried it first without the boning and the finishing. I just wanted to see if it would fit in general, but I wanted to, you know, fix the edges myself. I had to add some parts and just get all those edges down, and then I added boning to it to get a whole picture of how it was going to fit me, and I was pretty happy with it. So yeah, I'll make sure to link that as well in the description. Next, we have the fashion fabric for the corset. I did a two-tone to help with the illusion in the front. I did a black twill, mostly just for that front area, and then red for the rest of the corset to kind of blend out, because some of it will be shown a little bit. The black twill and the red satin is from Fabric Wholesale Direct, which I will put a link in the description. And I really needed the black twill specifically to help it be more stable. Twill is really good for, like a really good thick twill is good for corsets. And so I used the black twill on the outside for the front, and then kind of did like the opposite on the lining, where, you know, like the front on the outside is black, but then the inside, the lining is red, just so that it had stability everywhere, if that makes sense. And then I had to add Bombshell Victoria's Secret bra cups. I had that bra for years and years and years, and I just decided, well, I kind of need some oomph because girl be boobying, you know, like she be boobying, so I really needed to booby up my boobies, and so I had to add that extra oomph besides just the corset effect of pushing the girls up, but getting those extra boobies in there, it just kind of like helped a lot, made the girls a lot more showable. But also, which I'll explain in a different video, that it's actually kind of part of the illusion. It helps. It's not necessary to have the girls be very blessed out there for everybody to see, but it does kind of help. So I will explain that one later. Also, what is added on the front is a felt, a square piece of felt. It's a very specific felt. I'll put the link in the description as well. I cannot pronounce it for the life of me, but it comes from a company that kind of does like it's not the blackest black that they do, but they have their own black, Fanta black, the pinkest pink, like those kind of light absorbent type of paints, right? So there's a company that did it in a fabric form, and you want that to help with depth and really create that non-reflective effect. When you look down at it, when you're wearing it, you can definitely see it. The light shines on it really well, but head on, it's perfect. It gives you that good depth. And finally, we have the shell, which we'll just do the beginning part of it. I took some Centura. I much prefer Centura for this project. Sometimes Warbler's good, sometimes Centura, but this one specifically, Centura, is going to be the best for the solution. And I molded it to a dress form to get kind of the body shape out of it. Because you're basically kind of like pulling, like it's almost like if it's shaped to your body specifically, and then you kind of pull the shell away from you to create a gap. Kind of hard to explain, but this is how at least we got the shape. I put a notch in the waist to help create that shape, to make it a bit smoother. You can see where I'm trying to fold and mold it, and it just kind of has that crease in it, so taking out a notch really helps smooth it out so it's not so boxy, and it creates a much smoother hourglass type of shape to go along with the corset. And then duct tape is probably not the best recommended way, but it was the best way I could do it. To get the shell onto the corset, you have to poke some holes, soldering iron if you got it, or if you have a very, very thick, like really thick needle. I used both methods. I didn't really like the smell, so I ended up using a thick needle anyways. And then thick thread, like upholstery thread, to hand sew it on. Really stitch that in there. When you measure it out onto your body, the gap needs to have a gap, obviously, but you don't want it too far forward. You kind of just have to measure it. It's probably going to be different on everybody. It's kind of, you just got to eyeball it. That's all I did, was just kind of eyeball it and kind of test it out after you sewed on and everything, you know, make sure that it's in there good. And that's where we'll end it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe maybe. I'm just kind of starting this YouTube thingy out, so we'll see how everything goes. Look out for part 2 coming soon.